Hello everyone, hope everyone is doing great. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have another very exciting video for you all if you're super into Korean skincare and beauty. Today is specifically about a brand that has been on the rise in my opinion. It's called Pyungkang Yul. A lot of the avid K-beauty lovers will probably have heard of this brand. Gothamista has covered it. Quite a few YouTubers have mentioned the brand here and there, especially about specific toner that has created quite a stir. So today I'm going to tell you what I think about it. I purchased 4 core products of them so that I can give a more thorough review. Also, one of the products I've already used up an entire bottle, so it's a repurchase, so you know I'm in love with that product. Let's go ahead and summarize on what I think about the product, what do I recommend. So a brief background, Pyunkang Yul, it is based on the origin or the idea of that medicinal practice, the traditional herbal medicinal practice. Both Korea and China use that in a very similar manner, so they use a lot of herbs. They really analyze the root of human anatomy, and it's very minimalized. There's no added fillers, everything's just sort of there with a purpose, all the ingredients. So for example, my favorite product from the line is their essence toner, and that's the one that we already used up an entire bottle of. That only has 7 ingredients, so you know everything there is there for a reason. So let me just tell you what I think about them. First of all, I think the price is really fair for the amount that you get. For example, the essence toner is 200 ml, so it's quite a big bottle, and you can, use it. It does last a very long time. It depends on how you use it. If you do the 7 skin method, and of course you will go through a lot quicker. But this is about 20 USD if I'm not mistaken, so it's very reasonable, very fair priced. Just a brand overview, I think the price point is very fair. The ingredients are great. There's nothing harsh or too strong, so you can't really get a reaction. Bear that in mind if you're specifically allergic to the ingredients that they use. Of course, your skin will have some sort of reaction to the products. In my opinion, although all those things are great, I want something that's slightly more impactful. It has more active ingredients that does more to my skin than simple hydration. If you're a younger audience, or if you're someone that uses very strong chemical peels, laser surgery, or something of that sort, and you want something very subtle, very calm, very soothing, and I think this line is great. But if you're looking to build your entire skincare regime based on this brand in particular, and you have specific skincare concerns, then I would suggest combining some other products, which is what I've been using. I've been using this brand on a continual basis for about 1 month now. So at first I only used their products, but that was not enough for me. I realized my skin is too dry. Even though their creams are very thick, it just does not deliver the result that I wanted to achieve. So I incorporated some hydrating essence, hydrating oil to really pack it in so my skin has a more complete routine or regime, if you may. I'm going to go through the 4 products that I have and how I think about them overall. Essence toner, amazing product, 7 ingredients. It does warm up your skin ever so slightly, and that's the sort of logic behind it, that rising temperature boosts circulation, it helps deliver hydration better, absorbs the skincare products better. It has a very viscous texture, so it's very thick in comparison to regular toner that's more liquidy and watery. Because it's an essence toner, so it's sort of a mid-ground between a toner and essence. The texture is somewhat in between, if you can imagine that. It's wonderful just as one toner, like once through, or layering, or as a mask. I absolutely adore this product, and has a very medicinal herbal scent to it that I personally really enjoy, but to each their own. But just bear in mind that they have no added fragrance, so everything there does deliver skincare property. It's not to make it look more luxurious or look more luxurious. It's a wonderful basic toner. I personally enjoy it better than the Klairs Preparation Toner. Also in the toner family, they have a mist toner. Once again, I really enjoy this product. It does not have water in it, so it does not have that drying effect. A lot of the mist that has water, immediately your skin feels rehydrated, it feels great. But water actually evaporates, so it takes more of the moisture from your skin away. So whereas this product, it has some root essence or extract to it to be used as the liquid in this formula, and I absolutely love it. It has a very lovely mist that really spreads evenly onto your skin. It's just a wonderful product. You can use it on top of your makeup if you don't have a lot of makeup on, or just right out of the shower. It's really refreshing throughout the day, right after gym. I think it's a wonderful product. This is half the size, 100 ml, and slightly cheaper, but in terms of per ml, the other essence toner is more affordable, but I think this is great for traveling. It's 100 ml, so you can bring onto the airplane. Also great if you have normal to oilier skin, so that the other essence toner might be slightly heavier, whereas this one will be just enough for you. Cream. I have the nutrition cream, which is the thicker, more hydrating. I have had samples of all of their products, so I've tried the entire range, and I picked this one to purchase the full size because it has a thicker texture and designed for more drier skin. I've pretty much used up the entire bottle, which is very surprising because it has 100 ml, which is a lot for a moisturizer. The typical moisturizer ranges between 50 ml or just typically around that mark, whereas this is 100 ml, comes with a spatula, which is really handy, but it actually doesn't reach quite like in depth, so it's hard to get around the bottom, but that's okay. I personally think it's not hydrating enough for me. It's a lovely texture, just the perfect thickness, the perfect spreadability, everything about the feel of the product is wonderful. It really doesn't have much of a scent. It has very minimal ingredients once again, but because it's so minimal, I find if you have really dehydrated dry skin, it won't do the job perfectly. I layer essence and oil underneath, so it feels a lot more hydrated. Also, when I first used it, my skin feels a little bit burning sensation. It has since adapted to the product. I'm not sure if I'm allergic or somewhat reactive to some of the ingredients in here, so it's a product that I personally won't repurchase. But if you like something that is medium texture, not too thick, not too watery, you still want it to have mediocre hydration. If you don't live in a colder climate, a very dry climate in the north, I live in Canada, so that sort of puts into perspective. I personally think it can perform really well for someone with normal skin, not normal to dry skin, unless you layer, like me, a lot of products underneath. So that's how I feel about this product. I have the balancing gel. What can I do about you? You are a huge tub, again 100 ml. I barely used the product, it's still pretty much at the top. I cannot for the life of me figure out how to use this product. It's designed from what I've heard and what I've read and watched on YouTube, that it's supposed to be layered on top of your cream, which is a very innovative idea, and it's supposed to sort of seal everything in, which sounds cool and amazing. But for me, I cannot spread this well onto my skin. It's too sticky, and once you tap into your skin, it becomes lumps. And if you have oil, which I layer underneath my cream, it emulsifies, so you have that white cast on your skin, and it's just a very odd product. Maybe if you get the hang of it and enjoy that specific texture, but in general, if you've never tried something like that, I wouldn't recommend. Overall, I like the theory, I like the concept. It's affordable, you get a lot of quantity, and it delivers above average result, I would say. Especially the essence toner and the mist toner, both very beautiful, whereas the cream or the moisturizer side, I would say is less than optimal, and it's not as cheap. It's about 30 to 40 Canadian when I purchased it. So just do your research, look up online and see if someone with similar to your skin type. Mine's very dry, very dehydrated, easily reactive, so I was assuming the easily reactive side will be okay, whereas the drier side, products weren't able to deliver the results I was looking for. So that's what I think about it. Please let me know, have you tried the products? What do you think if you have? Or is there any other brand you want me to do an overview? I would love to do so. I find that very exciting and gets me very educated about skincare and something that I'm super passionate about. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.